Okay, I need you to check what day it is. What day is it right now? If it is July 16th, then I am probably live. Just follow this link right up here where I am hosting a charity live event to help support the Oregon Coast Aquarium in their efforts to build a new marine mammal rescue center. Oregon Coast Aquarium is one of just 3 facilities in the Pacific Northwest and the only one in Oregon authorized to provide specialized care to endangered marine life. They're also one of only 13 organizations in the US authorized to care for rescued sea otters. Oregon Coast Aquarium is also a registered non-profit, meaning they often rely on donations for their conservation efforts, which is why I want to use this platform to help them build a new state-of-the-art rescue center. There are a lot of reasons why an animal like a sea otter wouldn't be in need of rescue. Sometimes the animal sustains injuries in the wild, which was the case in 2021 when the aquarium rescued a sea otter who was bitten by a shark. The most common reason is entanglement in fishing lines or other marine debris, like this juvenile fur seal who was found in critical condition. Once entangled like this, seals and other marine mammals are unable to feed effectively and become fatigued, dehydrated, and emaciated. Thanks to the aquarium's dedicated staff, this little guy made a full recovery and was successfully returned to the wild. I recently went behind the scenes with my friends at the Oregon Coast Aquarium and saw where they currently give vulnerable marine wildlife a second chance at survival: a refurbished warehouse. While their staff do an incredible job, the space and infrastructure simply limits their capacity for recovery and rehabilitation.
Right now, we just make do with what we have, but I cannot wait until we get the rehab center.
It's not just marine mammals who need rescue though, but also seabirds and sea turtles. Sea turtles prefer warm water, but winter currents can push them north to the Oregon coast. Like all reptiles, sea turtles are not able to regulate their body temperature like mammals and birds. If they find themselves in water that is too cold, they become lethargic and are eventually unable to swim, which is what happened to this female olive ridley turtle. OCA's veterinary team slowly warmed the turtle to her normal body temperature. They provided medications and treated injuries in her carapace. They helped the turtle build up her strength and stamina until she was healthy enough to swim on her own. And then they flew her to warmer waters where she was successfully released back into the wild. And the positive impact that returning a reproductively viable sea turtle to endangered breeding populations can have on a species' recovery simply cannot be overstated. This is what real ocean conservation looks like and why I hope you'll help me build this new marine wildlife rescue center. You can learn more about the Oregon Coast Aquarium and their rescue efforts right here. If you can't make it to the live stream, that's not a problem. Use this link right up here and you can donate directly to the cause and feel good about your day. Or click here for... Good.